This is assignment 6-2, the shaft support. This model is in millimeters, so I'm going to change this to metric and a standard part file. Right, there we are. So I am going to start with the base, and I'm going to draw that on my XZ plane, because if you notice, it comes up from the theoretical floor, so my theoretical floor is going to be the XZ plane. But of course I am going to turn it right side up. All right, so we see essentially it is a rounded shape in the middle and two on either end. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw 3 circles. So the one in the middle, it says that these are a radius of 40, so I'm going to make them a diameter of 80. And then the other 2 are going to be a radius of 22 or a diameter of 44. Alright, so now they're obviously not centered, but we are going to dimension those. They are 100 millimeters from each other. See how that moves? Ew. Alright, and then we're going to actually take this one and this one. And I'm going to make it half of 100. There we go. Now we're good and centered. So what I'm going to do here, actually, the first thing I'm going to do is move some of these dimensions so that they're not so close to our part so we can see things better. Alright, so now I'm going to work on connecting these circles. I'm going to just use my line tool and connect them. Doesn't matter really exactly where yet, because we can come back and use our tangent constraint, which is what I'm going to do right now. I believe this one exists. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we've made all those tangent, and now we can kind of trim off everything in the middle. There we go. Alright, so now we have that base, and I can go ahead and put these 2 holes in it as well. And it says they are a diameter of 15. There we are. And now we can extrude this. And it says that it is a thickness of 18 millimeters. Alright, so now we can work on the shape that's sticking up from the top. So I'm going to start a new sketch, but I'm going to, because I don't really have a plane up here that I can sketch on. So what I'm going to do, and I don't have a solid surface to choose to sketch on there. So I'm going to choose the plane that goes through the middle of the part. So there we go. And just remember, this is a theoretical glass sheet that is kind of floating in the middle of this part. So first I'm going to draw that circle, and it says that the outer part of it is a diameter of 46. There we go. And we can go ahead and do the inner one as well, and that is a diameter of 30. Right, and then I'm just going to draw some arbitrary lines, just straight down from the outer circle to the bottom. Oop, I don't think that made it all the way to the bottom. I'll check that in a minute. There we go. Alright, that did not. So let's see if it'll let me do an extend there. Nope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to project the geometry of that line there. Now it should let me extend that there. Yep, there we go. Make sure that one looks like it's good too. So now we're going to make these 2 lines tangent. And that centered us nice and pretty, because it actually for a moment moved us off this way, but then when we put the other tangent constraint on it, it moved it back. Alright, and then it shows these 2 bottoms here are going to be 67 millimeters apart. And I can't get that point right there. So I'm going to rotate it just a wee bit, and there I can get that point. And same over here. Oh, we're really close. 67. There we go. Move this down. And everything still looks symmetrical. I'm going to do this just to be sure, because better safe than sorry. I'm going to use that and go there. That, divide by 2. Oh, it did move a wee little bit. So now we know we are exactly in the middle. Let's move that up just to get it out of the way. Ooh, we are not in the middle. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to choose the center of that circle. And where's my origin? There we go. And there should be a very small difference there, so we're going to make that 0. There we go. Now we are centered. So we can go ahead and extrude. Actually, you know what? No. We can trim off this middle part. There we go. Alright, so now I can extrude this. Will it let me? No, it won't. I do actually have to go back and project that geometry. So I'm going to escape out of all that, and I'm going to reopen Sketch 2. And let's project all of this. So now I should see a line all the way across. Alright, let's see if that did it for us. There we go. And we're going to do a symmetrical extrusion because we want it to go both ways from that center part. That way it stays in the center. And this is 18 millimeters, perfect. And I want to choose that. Alright, so we have that. We just need the other part that sticks out. We couldn't do that all in the same extrusion because it has a different distance. So I'll choose that front edge of that. Actually, you know what? Let's go back. Let's not do that. Let's delete that sketch that we have that was on that plane. And I'm going to go back and choose that mid plane again. I'm going to draw this one on this plane as well. Which one? There we go. That's the one. And once again, that plane is right in the middle of this part. But that doesn't really matter because I am going to go through, I'm going to project both of those. Actually, I'm going to have to complete this circle. There we go. And so we should be able to finish that and extrude that circle there. And we are, let's see, that's 40, so we're going to do a symmetrical by 40. Rotate this around, let's see if that looks right. Sure does. Say okay. Make sure we got, oh, I did miss a dimension. So we will go back into, I think it's this one, yep. I'll go back into that, and I didn't dimension the center of this hole to the bottom of the surface here. And this just shows you can always go back and fix things. Wow, we're really close though. It's supposed to be 58. There we go. You're sketching it, automatically will update itself. And then from here you will go make your drawing.